I've played Pokemon Go every day for the past 5 years, and I've amassed an insane collection, in my opinion. So today, Happy New Year, we're running through everything I've collected over the past 5 years. Love to do this update video at the start of the year. Not only will we be going through what new Pokemon I caught this past year, but also what I've caught over the past 5 years. Not going to waste any of your time. We're going to get right into it, and we're actually going to start this. Normally people start throwing off their shinies. I'm going to actually start off by showing off the 100% IVs I have. Now, I have amassed a total of 380 hundos. There was at one point I used to transfer hundos. I'm not really sure when that was, but I could technically have more of these, but 380 in the past 5 years is still not bad. We're going to start off, though. We have a Dynamax Bulbasaur 100% IV. This one I actually just got last year. Pretty rare. We have a Hundo Venusaur. This is the one for my Mega, and something you will see throughout this video is one collection I'm really working on is getting 100% IVs of every single Mega Pokemon in Pokemon Go. We also have ourselves a 100% IV Venusaur. We have a couple of these. Also a couple 100% IV Charizards. These were caught during Calm Day. And again, these are the main ones I use for the Mega. As you can see, both of them level 50. Now, I have two other 100% IV Charizards. Again, just random hundos you end up catching during Calm Days. And one of my favorite hundos, my Hundo Sunglasses Blastoise. This is the Sunglasses Blastoise I use for the Mega. Super rare, and I still don't have the shiny of this Pokemon. I've always wanted it. But yeah, someone traded me this, so huge shout out. Hundo Caterpie, level 1, actually kind of fun. We got our Hundo Weedle, another Hundo Weedle. Oh my god, how many Hundo Weedles do I have? I guess a very common Pokemon. Hundo Mega Beedrill, the one I use for the Hundo Mega Beedrill. Two of them, actually. I guess they have different movesets. One is on a poison and one is on a bug type moveset, but both level 50. Hundo Pidgeot, this is one that I really wanted for a while, and I only ended up getting it in 2023, so last year. And ended up getting a second one. Oh, this is the Mighty Hundo Pidgeot, actually. An extra large Mighty Hundo Pidgeot caught during the Wild Area event. We have the Rattatas, the Sparrows. These are less common Hundo, or not common. People don't really care about these, so we're just going to move on. Anyway, Hundo Arbok, Hundo Pikachus. How many Hundo Pikachus do I have? Like, 1, 2, 3. We have a Hundo with that cap, 4. A Hundo Raichu, does that count as 5? And a Alolan Raichu, 6. So I actually don't have that many Hundo Pikachus. I would think I have more. Only one with a costume, too. Kind of interesting. Sandslash, Nidoran, Clefable, Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, actually. Jigglypuff, another Jigglypuff. A Hundo Shadow Zubat. This was caught last year. This was actually my third Hundo Shadow. Haven't got another one since then. A cool Hundo Shadow to have, to be honest. I haven't evolved it yet. I don't know if I want to. I do really like Crobat. Crobat is one of my favorite Pokemon, so maybe I will end up evolving it. We'll have to wait and see. We have a Purified Hundo Golbat. I used to purify for Hundos. Don't as much anymore. Don't really anymore. But this is one that like you kind of can because it's kind of useless. Oddish, Diglett, Alolan Diglett, sorry. Meowth. A lot of Meowths. Again, a lot of these Hundos, by the way, you'll see are just random luckies because you can get so many Hundos from trades. Don't sleep on trading. You can get so many. So Mankeys, Primates. The Mankey and a Primate. This is a Hundo I wanted for a long time. I ended up getting a bunch of them. These were both caught during the community day. Poliwrath, Alakazam. This is the one I use for the Hundo Mega. Actually, we have two of them. One of them on the Psychic moveset, one of them on the Fighting moveset. Interesting. I don't know if I'd ever use a Hundo Alakazam as a fighter, though. Hundo Machop, another Hundo Machop, another Hundo Machop, another Machamp. Oh my god, 4 of those. Okay. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell. A lot of duplicate Hundos you'll see here because, again, playing for 5 years, you're going to get a bunch of stuff. This is an extra large traded Hundo Ponyta. Interesting. I didn't even know I had this. I got that last year. Crazy. 2 Galarian Ponytas. A Slowpoke. A Slowbro. This is the one I use for the Mega. Again, Best Buddy, level 50. We got the Farfetch'd, and Doduo. Galarian Farfetch'd. I would love a Hundo regular Farfetch'd. That'd be insane. We have a Hundo Seal. That is not a seal. That is a Dugong. If you do notice, by the way I name my Hundos is I just put a little dot before them. You can do whatever you want, but that's what I do. Shelder, Gengar, this is the one I use for the Mega. We also have this Hundo Gengar, which I caught in 2020. Super rare costume. I haven't powered it up. Don't really see a reason why I want to have this one, but it is a rare Hundo. One of my rare Hundos. We have the Kingler, Voltorb. He's even Voltorb. Well, we have each Voltorb. Wow, 3. Okay, my god, we have 3 of those. Okay, that's crazy. This is actually kind of funny, too, because like I'm kind of learning my storage as I do this because my storage is maxed out, so I have like over 4,000 Pokemon, so it's kind of hard to remember. Chansey, Mr. Mime. We have the Jinx. We have a Hundo Gyarados, which is actually called Rift Jared because someone did win a competition. Sometimes when we're live streaming, I will give away nicknaming competitions, and Jared wanted to name after the Hundo Mega Gyarados. We also have another Gyarados. We have 2 of them there for the Megas. Hundo Ditto, Best Buddy at level 50. This is a proud Pokemon of mine. I got traded to me. Ditto, obviously a hard Hundo to get, so really cool that I'm able to max this thing out. We We have 2 EVs, 3 EVs. We have one with the crown. Okay. Porygon, 2 Porygons, an Ammonite, Kabuto, another Kabuto. We have an Aerodactyl, Articuno Hundo. Okay, interesting. Now we're getting into the fun ones. We have a Hundo Dragonite. This was caught, I believe, was this during the Calm Day? Did we have a Calm Day here? I'm not sure. But this was a Hundo I really wanted. Actually, I think I hatched this one. Did I hatch it? Yes, I hatched this. Hundo I really wanted. Finally got it this year. Super hyped about that. We have 2 Hundo Mewtwo's. One not level 50 yet. I'm waiting for a Mewtwo to return to raid so I can get the XL candies. Megadium Typhlosion, Totodile, Feraligatr. This is actually a cool Hundo to have. It has Hydro Cannon. Oh, this is actually a wild Hundo caught during the wild area event. Ooh, fun. So I guess it was a mighty Pokemon because it is XL. Hoots. We have 1 Hoot best buddied. No clue why Hundo. I guess maybe because Noctowl was good in the Ultra League at some point. Spinarak, Chinchou best buddy as well because Lantern was good until it got nerfed. Never ended up powering it up though. Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, bunch of baby Pokemon here. Togepi's, Togetix, Ampharosis. This is of course our Mega Ampharos choice. We have 2 Amphoroses though, so in case we want to get a second one, not sure why. Meryl, that's always an interesting. Like I have 4 Hundo Meryls. Is there a point in transferring them? Like I'm never going to power up 4 Hundo Meryls, you know what I mean? Anyway, moving on, Woopers, Quagsires, just some basic stuff. We do have a Hundo Flower Crown Umbreon, which is pretty cool. That is the one I used to use for the Ultra League. I don't know if Umbreon does as well there anymore. One of my favorite Pokemon, the Hundo Unknowns, are really fun to collect. We have the Unknown, I believe this is a G. We have the H, and this is an I. So I have 3 Hundo Unknowns. 2 of these were actually traded to me this year, as you can see, from my mother. So huge shout out to her. Dunsparce, Steelix for the Mega, Snubbull, Quillfish, Shuckle, Slugma, Swinub, extra large Hundo Swine. That thing is huge. Oh my god. Corsola Hundo, which again was traded to me from my mom this year, so huge shout out to her. Mantine, Houndoom, the one for the Mega, of course. Kingdra, Smeargle, which is one of my favorite Hundos as well. Similar to the Ditto, a hard Hundo to get. Hard to get XL candies for it, but I was able to max it to level 50 and get the Hundo. The move it has, by the way, is Shadow Claw Octazooka, so very interesting moveset there. Hundo Shadow Entei, which is the first ever Shadow Hundo I ever got, which was from Giovanni. And yeah, insane. Caught this one back in 2020 when I first started playing. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know I've had this for a while. I still don't have enough XL candies to max it out, so still working on that. I have been pretty lazy though. When Shadow Entei did come back, I did not rate it. We have a Hundo Suicune, 2 T-Tars, which again are both level 50 for the Mega Forms. Oh, we actually have 3 T-Tars, so if I want to power up a third. Hundo Mega Sceptile, we can use Torchic, Blaziken for the Hundo Mega, same with the Swampert for the Hundo Mega. We have all the Gen 3 starters covered. Poochyena, Linoon, Wurmple, all of these. We have a Hundo Wingull, which is best buddied because I guess at some point Pelipper was good. Hundo Gardevoir for the Mega. Hundo Shadow Gardevoir, which was my second Shadow Hundo. Caught this one at GoFest in 2020. Absolutely insane. This one's maxed out. Use this one a bunch. It's amazing for taking down Rocket Grunts. Surskit, Shroomish, Ninkat. Oh, this is kind of rare. I completely forgot I had this. We have a Hundo Ninjask. Sorry, it's not a Ninkado. It's a Ninjask. It just doesn't have the right name. Shed Ninja as well. Well, we have both those Hundos. Those are hard Hundos to get, so kind of impressed with myself. And my favorite Pokemon in my collection, the Hundo Marigold, which of course is my Shundo Sableye, traded to me from Dan Ottawa. So shout out to Dan Ottawa. Always looking for more Shundo Sableyes, but of course, this is the original Shundo Sableye. We have another Hundo Sableye. You're going to see a couple Hundo Sableyes here. This is the purified Hundo Sableye. This is a regular Hundo Sableye caught. This is another regular Hundo Sableye caught. This is another regular Sableye. I believe this was hatched. And yeah, so we have 5 Hundo Sableyes, if I'm right. Yeah, never too much. One of my best catches of the year was the Hundo Mawile from 2024. Caught this one in Auckland in New Zealand during the raid day. So huge shout out to all my Kiwis down there. Some Hundo Aerons here, and of course the Hundo Aggron for the Mega Form. Metatite, the Medicham for the Mega Form. Same with the Manectric for the Mega Form. A lot of my Hundos, my Hundo chases are just toward getting Mega Form. Same with Camerupt, ready for the Mega when that drops. Torkoal Hundo caught 2 years ago, but a rare Hundo because it is a regional Pokemon. We have the Cacturne, Altaria for the Mega. We have Zangoose, Lunatone, Corphish, Lileep, one Credilli for the Ultra League. We got ourselves a Banette for the Hundo. We have the Sempasuchel Crown Hundo Duskull traded to us. Huge shout out to, I think my mom traded me this one. Yep, my mom always usually trades me stuff because I trade a lot with my mom. Bunch of Hundo Wynots, Hundo Glalie for the Mega, same with Salamence for the Mega. We got the Hundo Beldum and the Hundo Metagross for the Mega. So only 2, wow. I only have 2 Hundo Metagrosses. That's something that I feel like I should have more of. Hundo Latias, still working on maxing that thing out. We have the Hundo Groudon for the Primal Form. 2 Hundo Groudons. Only need to power up 1 though. We have the Hundo Rayquaza for the Mega Form as well. Probably one of my most Mega Evolved Pokemon because this thing is just absolutely insane with, of course, Dragon Tail, Dragon Ascent, and Outrage. 2 Hundo Infernapes. We have ourselves the Hundo Starly, Staraptor, Bidoof, Cranidos. I should probably power this up because Rampardos is really good. Hundo Pachirisu. This was actually caught this year from Special Research. Maxed out, we have the level 50 Hundo Patch. We have the Drifloon, Bunnery, Lopunny, Klingling. 2 Klinglings, actually. Oh, this was caught in LA. Cool. Skunky, 2 Skunkies, Bronzors, Happinies, Chatots. Chatot Hundo was caught this year as well. A lot of Hundo Regionals caught this year, so huge shout out to my boy Chatot for joining the collection. We got ourselves 1, 2 Hundo Garchomps, 3 Hundo Garchomps. One of them, of course, power for the Mega. The other 2 kind of just chilling there. Hundo Munchlax, this was caught this year as well. Really excited about this hatch because this was a Hundo I really wanted. Skorupi, we got the Finneons, Rhyperior. This was caught a while ago, but I finally maxed this level 50 this year. I didn't have Rhyperior ever maxed the 50. I don't know why. Moving on, we got Electivires in the house, Magmortars, Glaceon, Glade for the Mega, which is going to be coming out like very, very soon this month. So excited to Mega Evolve that thing. We have the Hundo, this was caught last year, insane. Hundo Rotom Fridge, super rare from one of the snapshots in the UK. Super excited about that one. Hundo Dialga without Roar of Time, one of my biggest failures in my collection. Hopefully we're able to get Roar of Time on the Hundos we didn't get it on, but we'll have to wait and see. Hundo Palkia, this one does have Spatial Rend powered up. Again, one of my most used Pokemon is this Palkia right here, level 50 Hundo Palkia with the double moves. We got the Giratina, we got the Giratina, 2 Daratinas. We got ourselves a Shundo Cresselia. This is my second Shundo I have. Actually, my first one I ever got from a raid called Dark Moon. Still not level 50 because I don't know. I don't see any urge to do Cresselia raids, but I guess I should. I don't know. Anyway, the Shundo is there. We have the the Samurott Lily Pups. We have the Munnas. We have Drillburs. We actually have 2, 3, 4, 5 Drillburs. Oh my god. And then this one is a Dynamax Hundo Excadrill. So, wow, I have a lot of Hundo Excadrills and Drillburs. That is kind of insane. We have ourselves the Timber Hundo. Petalil, Yamasks, Tortugas, Caracostas, Archeops Hundos. So yeah, a big variety of Hundos here. Joltix, Galvantula, Clinks, Chandelures, just a good variety. Haxorus, which is actually a really good, caught in Winnipeg? Remotely. Oh, I remote raided this. Oh my god, in Winnipeg. I was like, what? I've never been to Winnipeg. Rufflet, Dinos, Hydreigons. Again, all useful Hundos. Haven't powered up a lot of these, but I probably should. Virizion. Thundo, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, is Thundurus in the Incarnate form, or sorry, Therian form. So really excited about this one. It is a level 50. This one was caught back in the day. Reshiram at level 50. We got the Landorus Therian at level 50. We got the Chespin Froakie with the hat. Oh, we ended up getting a Hundo Froakie with a little hat. That's fun this year. 2. Oh my god, we got 2 of those. Cool. We got the Hundo Greninja for if Ash Greninja ever comes to Pokemon Go. Not sure if it will, though. Hundo Talonflame for PvP for the Ultra League. We have 3 Talonflames, 4. Oh my god, that's a lot. This is one of my favorite catches of the year, the Hundo Flabebe. Ended up catching this bad boy in New Zealand at a salmon fish farm. So absolutely insane. Anyway, Hundo Skidoo, which caught last year in Spain for the City Safari event. Really excited about that. Was a really fun event. Pancham Hundo, Inkay, another Inkay, Tyrant. I think I have a lot of Hundo Tyrants. 2 actually. 2 Amoras. One of them is extra large. Wow. You really get to see if the Pokemon are extra large when you're going through them. The Hundo Gudra, which is fun. Another Hundo Gudra. We got a Hundo Punkaboo, Bergmite, Noibat, Noivern, Litten, Picky Peck, Yungoos, Grubbin, Rockruff, Lycanroc. I don't think any of my Rockruffs, by the way, are for the Dusk form or whatever it's called. What's the other form? I don't really know too much about Lycanroc. Anyway, the other form, the new form that got released this year, don't have any of those. Lurantis, we got the Hundo Lurantis, Morlul Hundos, a lot of Morlul Hundos. I'm not sure why. We got the Salandit Hundo, but it is unfortunately the male Salandit. We have the Stuffle Hundos. One of them is best buddied. I have no idea why I ever best buddied a Stuffle. That makes no sense. But anyway, Hundo Jangmo. This is level 50 Hundo Jangmo. That, of course, we are holding on to, not evolving until June Community Day, which will most likely be Jangmo. Hundo Kartana, which I don't know why this is not level 50. I guess it did get nerfed, so not as useful anymore. We have 2 Hundo Guzzlords. I don't know why I have so many Hundo Guzzlords, but they're both from South Wales, Australia as well. That's crazy. And they were caught one day after another. That's insane. Okay, Hundo Necrozma in the Duskmane form. Of course, one of the best catches of the year. Same with the Dawn Wings form, which as you can see has the New York background. Again, another insane catch this year. If you watch my video on my best catches of the year, those were in there. We have the Hundo Melmetal. We have Hundo Grookey. We have a Hundo Dynamax Inteleon, which was my first Hundo Dynamax. We have a Hundo Double, Hatena, Hundo Zacian, which I still haven't maxed out, and I keep saying I'm going to max it out, but I never do Zacian raids. Hundo Ursaluna I caught this year, excited about that one. Hundo Meowscarada, a Hundo Fuecoco, Crocolore, Skeledurge, the Shundo Lechonk, which is my third Shundo, and off the auto catcher as well. If you haven't seen the video of me catching the Shundo off the auto catcher, watch it. Another Hundo regular Lechonk, another Hundo regular Lechonk, level 1. I have so many Hundo Lechonks. A Hundo Nimble, Hundo Lokix, and a Hundo Annihilate, which I was excited about catching this year because I do love Annihilate, and Hundo Clodsire, which is the final Hundo. Okay, guys, that is the Hundos in my collection. But, of course, people are wondering what these shinies we have in my collection. So let's go through them. We're going to go through them a bit quicker. First notable one is going to be this shiny Dynamax Bulbasaur. We have the Hundo Dynamax Bulbasaur. We have the shiny as well. We also have this shiny 98 Venusaur, which was caught a while back, but a very, very cool catch. Not a Shundo, but still, shiny 98s are always sick. We also have a Shadow Shiny Venusaur, which I think looks sick. Any shiny Shadow is just always really insane to look at. Moving on, a bunch of Charizard Shinies, and of course, the Shiny Shadow Charizard. Love this Pokemon. One of the dream Pokemon for me is like a Shundo Shadow Charizard. That Pokemon would just... It just looks so good as a Shadow Shiny. I don't know. We got all 3 Shadow Shinies for the Kanto starters, so we also have the Blastoise. Not as good as the other ones, but still pretty cool. Moving down, we have some Butterfrees. This one actually has the bow costume from Fashion Week a couple years ago. We have some other different shinies in here. Let's go through our Pikachu shinies. Okay, 1 shiny Pikachu, 2, 3, 1 with the hat, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a rare one, actually. 9 Pikachu Popstar, which someone actually wants me to trade them, and I probably will trade it to them because I don't really care too much, but this is another rare one. 10, 11, this one was traded to me. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 23. Okay, that's it. Is this a obtained from a trade? Pokemon Go World's Yokohama Champion? Oh, I got a Yokohama shirt Pikachu. Cool. From Fleece King. I don't remember. So what was that? 24, 25? Is that one I completely forgot. But a lot of shiny Pikachus, some cool costume ones as well. Most of them have been traded to me though. Sandshrews from the Com Days, all that stuff. We do have a cool, this is a really good PvP IV shiny Alolan Sandslash, which is a pretty little fun thing. Moving on here, hopefully I'm not going too quick for you guys. We have a shiny Shadow Venonat. This is one of those Pokemon which I don't think is great as a shiny Shadow because the blue eyes are what makes shiny Venonat cool, but you lose that because of the shadow effect making the eyes red. So not the best shiny Shadow in my opinion. Moving on, one of my favorite shiny Psyduck. I think it's just like a perfect shade of baby blue. Bunch of Mankeys from the Com Day were caught, of course. We have 2 shiny Shadow Machops. I think one of these was actually caught from a raid. No, they're both from Rocket Leaders. But their IVs are mid, so not really much I can do with those, but still, they are in the collection. Shiny Shadow Bellsprout, which is sick, and some regular Shadow or Shiny Bellsprouts. Shiny Shadow Geodude, also another cool shiny Shadow we have in our collection. Another great shiny Ponyta. Can never have too many of those, of course. Those did have a Com Day, though. We have 2 shiny Shadow Magnemites. Those are pretty cool as well. Little Pokemon there. 2 shiny Farfetches. I love this Pokemon. Both of them caught in Japan last year. Added 2 new Pokemon to the collection because again we did go to Japan, and this was one of the Pokemon like I wanted to make sure I left Japan with Farfetches for sure. Moving on here, nothing really exciting, just some regular old shinies. A really good IV shiny Gengar for PvP. Not that Gengar is really good. We have Gengar as well with the party hat. That was remote rated, so that's pretty cool. We have some other shiny Pokemon here. This is our shiny 98 Voltorb caught this year in Madrid during Go Fest. Another shiny 98. Again, we want it to be a Shundo, but it's a shiny 98. We'll take it. Moving on here, we have some other shiny Pokemon. Nothing really too insane here. I actually don't have that many shiny Rhyhorns. I guess people want them from trades. We have 3 shiny Kangaskons, which are kind of rare. We have this, a shiny 98 Seeking. This is best buddied. I'm not sure why. I know Seeking was kind of going off in the Ultra League at some point. So that would be kind of insane to run it there if I wanted to. But anyway, shiny Seeking. We have shiny Mr. Mime, which is kind of rare to get. I don't know. I'm trying to point out things that are rare. We have the shiny Shadow Pinsir, another shiny Shadow added to our collection here. We have a shiny Gigantamax Lapras. This is my first shiny, technically second shiny Gigantamax Pokemon we've had added to our collection. Pretty cool Pokemon there. I really do love the design of it. But one thing about this is like Gigantamax Pokemon look really interesting in the storage because they're like so small, but they're supposed to be like so big. You know what I mean? So probably end up trading this thing away because the IVs are mid on it, but still. really cool to have that. We also have some Laprases with the bows that were caught, I believe this year at the Go Fest. Yes. Moving on, we have some Eevees with different crowns. None of these crowns, these are just the sun and moon crowns. So those were caught at Go Fest this year, of course. We have some different evolutions as well. We have ourselves a shiny 98 Aerodactyl. This was my old Mega Aerodactyl before I ended up getting the Hundo. This is the one I would end up using. We have the shiny Shadow Articuno caught from raids during Mareep Calm Day Classic. Wow, interesting. Okay. But yeah, shiny Shadow Articuno, cool Pokemon. And, of course, the shiny Galarian Articuno, which was actually traded to us by Keith Atwood, a local player who I've been trading with for a long, long time. And he was like, hey, I have this shiny Galarian Articuno. I honestly do not care for shinies. And this goes back, like, some people play the game differently. They don't care about shinies. They just care about hundos, all that stuff. He's one of those players, so I offered him something. He actually offered it up, and he thought it would make for a good video as well. So huge shout out to him. You'll see that trade soon. But yeah, shiny Galarian Articuno. We did end up getting one traded to us. Absolutely insane. Huge shout out to Keith Atwood. Put W's Keith Atwood in the chat. We also did catch our own shiny Galarian bird this year, though. We did get the shiny Galarian Zapdos during our 24-hour daily adventure instance challenge. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. Highly recommend it. It's a great watch. And we did end up leaving with this thing. So anyway, moving on, some regular old Galarian regular birds, which you don't care about too much. We got our shiny Mew, which our IVs on our shiny Mew is actually pretty good, so I'll take those. Some regular old, we got some Mewtwo's. We actually have a shiny 98 Mewtwo, which is really cool. I could power, like when Mega Mewtwo comes up, like maybe I'll power this up because this is pretty cool. Not as good as a Shundo, but still pretty cool. Shiny 98, we'll take it. Anyway, moving on, we have a shiny Shadow Mewtwo, which was caught last year, and actually has pretty good IVs, so really excited about that one. Anyway, moving on here, we have the Hisuian Typhlosion, some Feraligators, some Hoots, some costume Pichus with the little flower crown, which is kind of fun, I guess. Same with some Togepis, some with the flower crown, like there, for example. Not that I really care about costumes. As you guys know, I am a costume hater. One of my favorite shiny shadow Pokemon, the shiny Shadow Politoed. This thing looks absolutely insane. It looks so good as a shiny shadow. And honestly, it's just a great shiny. It's just a great shiny. We can just agree on. Anyway, moving on here, moving down. Nothing too insane here. We got some costume Espeons with the sun attachment, and same with the Umbreons, of course, from this year's Go Fest. Those were pretty exclusive. Let's go through my shiny unknown. Shiny unknown A. Another shiny unknown A. We got a B. We got a D. We got an F and G. I think those are G's. A lot of G's. H. I. M. N. It sounds like I'm reciting the alphabet. N. O. T. Y. Exclamation points. And some question marks. So, a lot of different shinies, unknowns we've collected over the years. Not every single shiny unknown, but I'm still happy about them. And, you know, I collect them when I can collect them, but it's also not one of those things. Like, I'm not one of those people who are like, I want to get every single shiny unknown. If that's you, go for it. Anyway, shiny Shadow Pineco, pretty cool shiny Shadow. We got ourselves some Glygars here. RIP Gligar. This used to be my PvP Gligar. I had it like perfect at 1500 CP until our boy got nerfed. RIP Gligar this year. Or last year, sorry, it's a new year. Moving on, we got some shiny Heracrosses that have been traded to us. A shiny Corsola, one of my favorite catches of the year as well. Love this shiny, super nice. Can't go wrong with it. We got ourselves some Skarmory Mantines. We got two shiny Smeargles. One of these was actually traded to me from my friend Cameron, so huge shout out to him. But we do have two shiny Smeargles. One was caught in BC Whistler. I remember I caught this on the top of, we caught this at the top of Whistler when we were skiing. So absolutely insane. That was actually crazy. That was a crazy moment. I have a clip of that you guys can check out in the Vancouver Adventures video. So check that out. We got ourselves a shiny 96 IV Blissey, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's talk about shiny wild legendaries. This shiny wild Raikou was caught during the Johto tour. The IVs are not good, but the level is super low and it's pretty cool to have a Pokemon at like a legendary at a low level. Shiny Shadow Suicune was caught. This was actually this year. Oh my god, Popplio Calm Day I caught this, so pretty cool about that. We got a Shiny Shadow Larvitar, as well as some regular Shiny Larvitars. And now we're moving on into Generation 3. We have our Shiny Celebi, which had average IVs, as most do. Hopefully your Celebi had better IVs than mine. And we have also some other Shinies of the starter Pokemon. Zigzagoons, Wurmples, Cascoons, Lotads, Seedots, Shiftries. We have our 200k Shiny Swellow. This was caught during our 200,000 celebration live stream, so we marked that one. Pretty cool shiny to go ahead and celebrate 200k. Bunch of shiny Raltses traded to us. This one's a 96. This is our best IV one. because if you don't know, I'm still looking for that Shundo Gardevoir, because I think Mega Gardevoir is just such a nice, shiny. You can't go wrong with that. Moving on here, we got ourselves our shiny Sableye collection, which as you can see is quite large. So let's go through it. Of course, Marigold is our number one, and then we have a bunch of Lucky traded in combination with just regular Sableyes that are waiting for trades. We have a couple 98 shiny Sableyes. This includes one here, two here. I believe there's a third one. This is our extra large shiny Sableye, which is a pretty cool one to get as well. And we also, I think there's another 98 shiny. No, there's not. Maybe not. Two shiny Shadow Sableyes. Three shiny Shadow Sableyes, because when those things come out, we go absolutely ham on them, and they look absolutely insane. I love them. And a 96 shiny Sableye. We actually have 4 shiny Shadow Sableyes. I'm wrong. And we have, this was traded to us. Shout out to Poseidon. The Litwick Hat shiny Sableye, which was one I did not have, and I'm glad to finally have it. Moving on, we got some shiny Mawows, of course, caught during the raid day, and our shiny Shadow Mawow, which was caught, I don't know, at some point during a Rocket Leader, just randomly. We got ourselves some shiny Aerons, Agrons, some other shiny Pokemon here. We also have a 96 shiny Manectric, which is a pretty cool grab to get. Moving on here, just some other Pokemon we can go ahead and go through. Nothing too special here. We got 2 shiny Spindas, which are kind of rare Pokemon to go ahead and get. A shiny Shadow Flygon as well, which is a nice little grab for people to go ahead and get. Again, I'm kind of going through my collection with you guys at the same time, kind of figuring out what I have. One of my favorite Pokemon is Zangoose, so I'm really excited to go ahead and get 4 shiny Zangooses. When were these caught? There was like a Go Fest. Oh, some eggs. Got them from some eggs. Barcelona, Spain, during the City Safari. Okay, cool. Moving on, just some regular old Pokemon. We got the shiny Senpasuchel Crown Duskull, which is a nice little grab to go ahead and get. Yeah, this was a while back, but still, it is in my collection. And we got the shiny Cast Form as well. We got some Absols, another Shundo I want because I am missing the Hundo Absol, as I was talking about, try to get every single Hundo Mega. So I've been trying to get those from trades as much as I can. Shiny Relicanth was caught this, 2 years ago at Barcelona, Spain, the City Safari event. This one, again, I would probably trade, but I think it is a cool and it is a rare shiny to get. So I'm excited about that one in my collection. We got the Bagons, we got the Beldums. Oh my god, I have so many shiny Shadow Beldums. I didn't even know that. I have 6 shiny Shadow Beldums, okay? So I guess I did a lot of shiny Shadow or Shadow Beldum hunts. 7. This is actually a funny Pokemon. It is a 1 IV Shadow Shiny Metagross. One of my rarest Pokemon, to be honest, in my collection. If it was a completely 0 IV, that would be even crazier, but yeah, no, absolutely insane. We got the shiny Regirox, Regice, Registeels. We got the Latioses. We got a bunch of shiny Kyogres, because this is, if you don't know, a Pokemon I do want to Shundo, as well as because I'm still missing the Hundo Kyogre for the Primals. We got the Groudon shinies. We only have 2 shiny Rayquazas left because people always ask for those from trade, so I've been kind of trading those away. We have the shiny Jirachi, which again, IVs on that thing are mid. But still, anyway. Moving on, shiny Deoxys, Turtwigs, Infernapes, a bunch of just regular starter Pokemon here. Nothing too special. We got some of the Shelloses from the, is this East or West? I'm not sure. One of the regions, one of the 2. I don't have the other one, though, it looks like, in the shiny form. Shiny Bonsleys, Happinies. We have a shiny Chatot we caught this year, which is a pretty cool shiny to get from the Pasadena. IVs on it, not bad, but again, probably would trade that one away. We got the shiny Spiritomb. I actually caught a shiny Spiritomb this year, traded it with Fleece King. We mirror traded them. This is the one I ended up getting, so this was given to me from Fleece King. Shout out to him. Moving on, we have our $150 Gibble. If you haven't seen our collections before, this is when shiny Gibble first came out. I spent so much money on raid passes. I calculated it, and I spent $150 to get the shiny Gibble. Was it worth it? I don't know, but it's in my collection, and it will forever be named $150 Gibble. Munchlax shiny was got this year. I actually got this one recently from that event that had Munchlax, so pretty cool about that. Bunch of shiny Riolos, because again, another Hundo Mega I am missing, so I'm trying to get those from trades. We have a Hundo Skorupi, which is a 96 shiny Skorupi, so really cool to go ahead and get that bad boy. Moving down, 2 shiny Carnivines, which were actually hatched this year. Again, really good trade bait Pokemon. I'm glad to get those because I'm sure people will want them. Again, how I look at shinies that are rare is like I get them and then like I use them to get what I want. You know what I mean? So like shiny Carnivine, rare, but I'll probably just end up trading it away. Moving down, just some regular old shinies of different Calm Day Pokemon. We did end up getting a level 1 shiny Mesprit during the Global Sinnoh Tour this year, so that was a really cool grab to go ahead and get. One of my rarer Pokemon, and this Azelf was not, oh, actually this was caught during research, but still, level 1 Hundo Mesprit, not shiny Mesprit. Really cool grab from this year. Moving on, we have ourselves some Dialgas, some Palkias, some altered forms, some origin forms. Our shiny 98 IV Palkia, which is a cool grab we added to our collection this year. Again, not a Shundo, not a Hundo, but still, it's cool. It's cool. Maybe I'll power it up. We'll see. Bunch of Garatinas we have. We have our Shundo Cresselia, which we already showed. Our shiny Shaman, which is another really cool grab to go ahead and get. Moving on, the Snivies, Serperiors, Tepigs, Embors, Oshawots, Samurats. We have the Hisuian Samurott as well, which is a cool one, but this was caught 2023, yeah, during the raid day. Other Pokemon here, just some Pampor, Munna, Pidove, Blitzel, Roggenrolas, Woobats. We have a bunch of shiny Drillburs because there was that shiny Drillbur event that happened, and one of them we did end up getting Dynamax. So this is like one of like my 2 Dynamax shiny Pokemon I think I have. Anyway, Timbers, Timples, Throws, Socks, Venipedes, just some regular shinies that, you know, are not too hard to get. We have a shiny 98 Darumaka. This was caught at the end of 2023. I think I hatched it actually. So cool Pokemon to get. I know Fleece King has a Shundo of this, so I'm kind of jealous. I fell a little bit short. Yamask, Tortugas, Archons, Trubbishes, shiny Zara, which I ended up getting in Halifax this year. This was a shiny I did want but it dropped during that. It was a boosted event. I think Zora boosted event during Halloween. So really hyped able to get that one. We got some other just shiny Pokemon here from Calm Days. LGM, Litwix from the Calm Days. Axew from the Calm Day. Different Pokemon. Stunfisk, Mienfoo, Golett, Poniard, Rufflet. Oh my god. Vullaby. This was a shiny. Took me a long time to get. I ended up hatching one in 2022, but I remember for the longest time not being able to hatch a shiny Vullaby, so that was kind of interesting. We also have a shiny Hydreigon, 3 of them from Comday. I don't know why I'm flexing those, but those are some shinies I have. I also have this shiny Virizion, which has decent PvP IVs. I think it's like a top, maybe like 200 Virizion for the Ultra League. Moving on though, Tornaduses, Thunderuses, a bunch of Reshurams and Zekroms. I have a lot of these, so I don't think I'm gonna have to do a lot of raids during the Univator this year, I guess. Landaruses, Genesects. Moving on to Generation 6, we got a bunch of the starter Pokemon. We have a shiny Go-Goat, which of course was got during the the City Safari event back in Barcelona from last year. We have some rare shiny Furfroos as well. These were actually converted. I'm supposed to trade these away to people because I kind of promised them, but yeah, some Japanese style Furfroos that we can go ahead and trade in the shiny forms from GoFest this year. Scrubs, Helioptils, Tyrants, Amoras, Dedenes, Goomies. Oh my god, I have a lot of Goomies. I guess it was Calm Day for Goomies, so it makes sense. I haven't transferred those yet. Avalugs, Noibats, Noivern. We got some Xerneases, some Yveltals. Moving on to Gen 7, Rowlet, Litten, Poplio, all from Calm Day. Young Goose, Grubbin. Bunch of Calm Day Pokemon. Crab Brawler, which of course was released shiny this year during GoFest, so I got a bunch of those. We got some Oricorios in pretty much almost every form. I think there's one form I'm missing here. But I got a bunch of them because, again, I went to Japan this year, so it was really cool to be able to get all of those Pokemon. Rockruff, Marini, Dupitor. We got some Morlulls, Stuffles, Orangaroos, Wimpods, Gallistipods. We got the shiny Komala this year. Not a nice shiny at all, but it's there. Same with Togedemaru, which is a pretty rare one to go ahead and get. I did get one shiny Jangmo-o from the remote raids this year. Again, not too pressed to get this because, again, it'll probably be the Calm Day for this year. We got the Tapu Fini, Buzzwole, Pheromosas, Guzzlords, a bunch of Necrozmas, of course, from GoFest this year. We went ham on those. One of them we actually ended up converting into the Duskmane form, which was a 93 IV. So cool to get that. We got a bunch of shiny Toxtricities in the Gigantamax form, because if you don't know, we did that 90 Gigantamaxes in a day. So I ended up getting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, I think maybe even 8 that I trade one away of those. So a bunch of those. Regidrago, Phalanx, Weirdeer, Ursalunas. We got the Shundo, I'm going to keep showing off, the Shundo Lechonk, and some Annihilates. We ended up getting a shiny 98 Annihilate during Calm Day, so that was really cool and excited about that because I love that Pokemon. And some Claude Zyres. Whew! Oh my god, that is a lot of shiny Pokemon. But we are not done with my collection because there's other Pokemon we can show off in here that people care about. Let's talk about Nundos. I only have 26 Nundos. If you don't know what a Nundo is, it is a 0 IV all around. It's actually rarer than a Hundo. So let's go through what Nundos I was able to collect. I don't think I got any new ones this year. I'm pretty sure. Actually, wait, I just got a Nundo Flabebe. When was this caught? Oh, this was caught like a couple. Okay. Just found out. I got a new Nundo. A Nundo Flabebe, the first one on our collection. We got a Nundo Meowth, a Nundo Tynamo, a Nundo. Oh, actually, this is one I got this year that was rare. A Nundo Shadow Turtwig. Really cool. We got that. The Nundo Hat Pikachu. Okay, I'm lying. I got 5 new ones this year. Still, 5 in 12 months is crazy. We got the Nundo Melton. We got the Phoebus, Buzel, Purloin, Burmy, Sfeel, Roggenrola, Pidove, Ditto Nundo, which is one of my rarest Nundos in my opinion. This is a really hard Nundo to get. Like, you can, like, yeah, the odds of getting this is insane because you can only get it in the wild and you have to get a Ditto. I think I caught it during a Ditto event though. So Yamask, Drifloon, Phoebus, Sableye, Nundo. I have like every form of Sableye almost. Chinchou, Frillish, Bulbasaur, Geodude, Snorunt, Spoink, Grimer, Charmander. Charmander was my first Nundo. Yeah, so 26 Nundos in my collection. Let me know how many Nundos you have. I know some people like to collect them. Another big thing that became very popular this year is background Pokemon. Niantic dropped a bunch of different new backgrounds you can get. So let's go through what background Pokemon I have. I have, of course, some of the new Calm Day background Pokemon. We have the Bulbasaur Rowlet. We have the background Lucky Shiny. This is traded to me from the Trainer Club, Toxtricity Gigantamax. So this is actually a kind of insane Pokemon. It has a Lucky background and the Go Fest background, or sorry, the Wild Area background. We got the background Dialga and a bunch of Toxtricities again from that day. We did those 90 Gigantamax battles. So that was actually insane. We have a bunch of those. We have a background Kyogre as well. We have the Mystic background Lapras. We have the Instinct background Elekid and the Valor background Ponyta. We have the background Lunala, and we have some background Necrozmas from GoFest. We also have, of course, the background Hundo Necrozma. I showed you guys that one, but the Madrid background Solgaleo is pretty cool as well. We also have a Japan 98 background Xurkitree. I should really power this thing up. The background Necrozmas, we're probably gonna have a bunch of these. We have some LA background Palkias and Dialgas from when we were in LA for Sinnoh Tour earlier this year. I'm gonna kind of speed through these because none of these are good IVs. We have some Barcelona background hat Pikachu, Eevees. I always confuse Eevee and Pikachu, that's crazy. Oh my god, this one is extra, extra large from the City Safari event. And we have some London background Yveltal from GoFest 2 years ago. So yeah, a lot of background Pokemon, but that leads us to our final category. What are gonna be some gem Pokemon, some Pokemon that are important to me in my collection that I think you guys should check out. First of all, talk about this Zora and this Sableye. They're called Helicopter because I actually caught them on a helicopter. If you haven't seen that video where we play Pokemon Go in a helicopter, highly recommend you check those videos out, or that video out, because yeah, again, both of these Pokemon caught literally in a helicopter, which is insane. We also have 4 98 Shadow Pokemon. Again, they're not Shadow Hundos, but we have a 98 Shadow Dragonite, which is absolutely insane. This thing destroys in the Master League. A 98 Shadow Charizard, another really cool Pokemon in my collection. A 98 Shadow Sudowoodo, Mystic 7 would love this. And a 98 Shadow Beedrill, another really cool Pokemon in my collection. Finally, a couple Pokemon I've maxed level 50 that are really hard to max level 50. This Zarude, we ended up maxing this out this year, I believe. Level 50 Zarude. The IVs are not very good, but again, you only get 2 Zarudes. This was the better of the 2 of Zarude, so I ended up maxing this out. Pretty cool Pokemon. We also have a Keldeo. Obviously, I had to pay for this Pokemon, but I ended up taking it to level 40. I do hope we have the chance to get more candies for this because I would love to have a level 50 Keldeo. I love Keldeo. I think it's a cool Pokemon. And finally, our newest addition, our level 50 Diancie. We ended up maxing this out during our 24-hour challenge we recently did. This is an amazing Mega Pokemon, so I'm really excited to have this thing maxed out at level 50. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, watch the one below and let me know what your best catch of the past year was and how your collection stacks up against mine. And I look forward to a very happy 2025 of catching a bunch of new Pokemon and continuing to grow this collection. Follow for more tips. Peace.